Hello everyone, Dragon Souls here. The live stream is going to begin here in just a second. Just waiting on people to pile in so I can explain to everybody why I haven't been live streaming lately. And yes, I know it's almost 1 o'clock in the morning, but quite frankly, I don't give a shit. I'm a little tired tonight, to be honest with y'all. Good. Okay. Okay. Let me refresh my stream here, because for some reason it's buffering. Alright, it's on my end. Alright, well, I'm going to go ahead and begin, everyone. For those who are probably watching this on demand, thank you for watching. I appreciate it very much. First of all, I want to apologize to everyone for me not live streaming at all. Throughout this whole time. And for those who are wondering, my live streams are coming back. Yes, my live streams are coming back tomorrow. And if you want to know what game I'm going to be live streaming tomorrow, well, you'll have to watch the midnight release day unboxing that is on my new channel called Dragon Souls Midnight Release Day. There's a new video up on my channel I just made tonight, okay? So here's what has been going on, everyone. It is 1 o'clock in the morning, okay? And I just want to go ahead and tell y'all what happened before. And before I start and do my gameplay tomorrow afternoon, I would like to sit here and talk to y'all about what has been going on and why I haven't been live streaming lately, okay? Now, it is some things personal and everything, which I'm going to go ahead and tell y'all about, okay? It has everything to do with my family, okay? And for people who like my ex-girlfriend, Redneck Nation, and Nickel Boy 53, you two already know about this, okay? About about most of this stuff, okay? Rest of y'all don't know Dilly and don't know anything what happened in my family and are gonna be shocked about what happened, okay? Um, and I won't say her name or anything, okay? But I was going out. One day I was going out and get my groceries. Okay, I was going out and get my groceries. My mom got a hold of my cousin, one of my cousins, and found out my aunt was in the hospital, and she was very in bad shape. Okay, she had health problems. She was been going through so much health problems it ain't funny. Um, the thing of it was, we went and they posted things on the Facebook saying to pray for her mom, pray for their mom, you know, and we did, you know, and we were sitting here doing what we need to do, you know, and next thing you know, as soon as I got out of Walmart to get my drinks, my mom came and went up and told me, and as soon as I barely got in the car, and she said, "I have some bad news for you." And I said, "What's that?" And she said, "My aunt just passed away." And I said, "Oh no." She said, "Yes, that's the reason why they wouldn't hardly get a hold of us or anything, because my aunt just passed away in that last night, which was, I think it was Thursday, Wednesday or Thursday night. I'm not sure what night it was, but yeah, and I asked her what caused it, you know, and they said open heart surgery. My aunt had a oh, I don't know what you call it, a pacemaker in her heart, and apparently there was something messing up with it, and so she told them that they told her that they were going to go into there and fix it or replace it or something, and she told them no. She said, "I'm not going to do it until my grandbaby is born, and I can hold her and I can hold my grandbaby." So she got what she wanted. She did, and she did. My aunt got to do what she wanted to do, which is cool. And she kind of figured that she wasn't gonna make it, you know. And some difficulty, complication things happened, and they tried to bring her back like 8 different times, and she was definitely on the deathbed, and they talked to my cousin about it, and they said, there's nothing we can do about it. You can either leave it like this here and let her suffer, or you can pull the plug on her. And he said to go ahead and pull the plug. So he plugged her, he did it, and she held his hand, you know, and she spoke a few words, and she spoke a few words to him before she passed away. But it took. He said he stayed there for a while, for at least an hour with her, and she basically took it. And within an hour, she was gone. So yeah, we were sitting here going. We had a visitation, and we had to go ahead and do that, and in which my brother has to show off. He had to show off. He wanted to be a pallbearer, and I told him, I said, whatever you do, do not ask him to be a for you to be a pallbearer. He said, I've already did, and they said I could. I was like, son of a gun. So all of a sudden, the funeral came, which was on a Tuesday, and Tuesday morning at 10 o'clock in the morning, we all got ready to go, and I told the family I was going to be there for the funeral and all that good stuff. And we got there. Me and my mom got a little thing that you open up and it shows a picture of your aunt, you know, and stuff that you know what I'm talking about. So we looked at it and found out on the pallbearers my brother wasn't even one of them. There was 6 pallbearers, and my brother wasn't even one of them. And all of a sudden, my brother came up there and said, "Mom, I ain't a pallbearer. I'm mad. They didn't make me a pallbearer." And Mom said, "Well, what do you expect? That's not your mother, you know. That's your aunt." And he kind of shows out a little bit, you know. And keep in mind, my brother's older than I am. He's like 40, I think 42 years old, but he acts like a kid inside. And he was showing off a little bit, you know. And then finally, he acted his age, you know. And we did all this, you know. We buried my aunt, you know, and we spent some time with the family and everything. Had a great time, you know, and all that stuff. And then after that, I just couldn't find it in my heart after my aunt passed away like she did, and I just couldn't find it in my heart to live stream for a while. And knowing that too, and y'all might be wondering, why am I looking that way? Movement, all of us are a little kid inside laughing. That's true. Moon Man, welcome to the stream, bud. Or girl, whichever you are. Welcome to the stream. Thing of it is, whatever y'all do, okay? I made a big boo-boo, okay? I made a terrible boo-boo, a terrible mistake, and I'll never do it again. I promise you. The first time I had a rat in my house, and I've been trying to get it out of my house. I finally chased it out of my house and went outside, and one of my neighbors said our cat grabbed it and ate it. It hadn't been true because I ain't never seen it come back in the house anymore. Well, one day I went to the church and got me some food. Thing of it was, they gave me a big thing of oatmeal, and I love oatmeal. I mean, I can't. I ate it. I've ate it when I was a kid. I love oatmeal. There's only one flaw with it though. It has to have some kind of flavor to it, like a fruit flavor, you know. It can't be it can't not be no original flavor, okay? And that's what this here was. It was the original kind. It did not have no taste to it. It was no. It didn't expire or nothing. Okay, it was still good, but it didn't have no flavor to it. It didn't have no taste to it. So I had a big bowl of it, and I ate a few, just a little bit of it. Couldn't eat no more. Instead of throwing it in the garbage like you're supposed to, I took it outside in my yard, dumped it in my yard, and I thought maybe the birds would get it, maybe the cats would go off and eat it. They never ate it. The cats never ate it. I don't hardly see any cats in my outside at all anymore. And then all of a sudden, a few days later, I accidentally let in here in my house a rat. Yes, everyone, a rat about that big around, and I ain't kidding. I only see now. To be honest with you, this makes the second rat I've seen in my house. and I will say this before. I will say this one. I think I said it before, and I'll say it again. The only time last time I've seen a rat like this was on TV, movies, or Dark Souls Remastered, games like that. I ain't never seen one in person until the first time. Then I lowered it in my house by accident. Put holes in my wall, in my floor, my kitchen floor, and there's one right behind this, and right behind the my refrigerator, which I went and I tried my best. Well, I got an idea. I lured this sucker in my house, and I can't get rid of the darn thing. So here's what I'm gonna do. I went right outside, took that oatmeal, put it in a bag, and I threw it in the garbage. And all of a sudden, I spent until 3 o'clock in the morning trying to kill that thing. Nothing I did worked. I tried chasing that thing out of the house. It actually went out of the house, but it kept coming back. It went through, and it went my bathroom, went through the hole in my behind my toilet, and came. Then all of a sudden, when I thought it was gone, it came right back. It would not leave. So I said, "Oh Lord, help me, please." Trying to figure out what the heck to do, how to kill this thing, you know. So I didn't Google this up or nothing. I had a whole jar of peanut butter, okay? I had a whole jar of peanut butter, and this is a tip to y'all guys, okay? A tip to every one of y'all out there, okay? My mom taught me a long time ago: do not, if you have a rat in the house, or a pet rat in the house, or a pet mouse in the house, don't feed it peanut butter. It will kill it. I forgot all about this when I was a kid. Okay, I did. I swear, I forgot all about it. I fed it just. You see this? You see where my 3 fingers is right here? I fed it just a little piece of peanut butter. Put it on a saucer that I bought. Put it on there, and then I sit on the floor, and I didn't budge. I didn't move. I didn't try to scare it off or anything. And you will not believe this. I cannot believe I actually saw it. And I wish I had it on camera. I wish I did. And by the way, I couldn't zoom in because my darn camera wouldn't focus in. I tried. That thing actually picked up the peanut butter, took it halfway across the kitchen where I could actually see, and he was like this. Here he stood up like a squirrel, and he was like, he was actually freaking eating it like a freaking squirrel. And I was like, you've got to be kidding me. This thing is actually eating like a squirrel? I never seen that happen before. I never seen them do that. So all of a sudden I sit there and I got up, you know, and tried to go to the kitchen, you know, and he dropped it in the floor, ran off, ran back to this hole where he came from. So I said, well, here's what I'm going to do. I want to go to bed and get me some sleep. I can't do it when this darn rat is in my house, and I'm afraid he's going to jump in my bed and try to kiss me. I hate rats. I hate rats. I don't, and I can't, and I know some people who do have rats as a pet. How can you stand that crap? I don't know. But I went ahead and I took the whole jar. Okay, I took the whole jar and I made a little trap thing. Hopefully, I was hoping it would work, which it did not. He didn't flip it over to where he couldn't get out. So I sat there and I planted that trap. Okay, I planted that trap with a whole jar of peanut butter. I laid it down on the side. on its side, and I just and 3 o'clock in the morning came. I just went to bed and passed out. Okay, woke up 7 o'clock in the morning, took my medicine, and all of a sudden, it was still in my house. Okay, it was still in my house. It was playing with it, you know, actually eating it and playing with it at the same time, playing with the trap and everything. He had fun. Apparently, he had too much fun. And all of a sudden, I said, I was half asleep. I took my pill, my medicine, so I'm going back to bed. I didn't get up until like 10:30, something like that, in the morning. Went in there. He was nowhere in sight. I don't know where the hell he went. I don't know where the heck he went. I don't know where he went. But he went outside, and I said, you know what? I'm not falling for this, because all night last night, all he kept doing is going in and out that hole. So I'm not believing that. I don't believe it, you know. I went a few days ago. I talked to my maintenance guy, and I told him, and I told my landlord to have to get them to bring some rat poison out here. And I told him what was going on and everything. He came over here. That night at that Tuesday night. I think it was Tuesday night. Yeah, it was Tuesday night. And no, it was Monday. Excuse me, Monday night. It was Monday night, and I think, yeah, it was Monday night. At 7:30, he came and knocked on my door, and I let him in. He gave me 2 bags. He gave me 2 bags of rat poison, and he said, tell you what, he told me he spread that crap all over underneath my house. I mean, all over underneath it. Made sure that those things couldn't get back in my house at all. And he found a hole where on my front porch, underneath my front porch, and he said, hey bud, he said, who done this hole? I said, I don't know. I said, that's been there for a while now. He said, I think it might have been cats, or either that, it could have been a rat. He said, I'll tell you what, hand me one of those bags. Gave me one of the bags. He opened it up, and he dumped half of the bag on that thing. He said, there. He said, any rats comes in here, they're dead. So he said, go ahead and spread this where they came from, where they was going at in your kitchen. And I did. I went to Walmart, bought an ultrasound thing it claims to keep some rats out of your house. And I talked to some people that knew more about those things, and they said that no such thing. Don't work at all. So I said, shoot. I said, well, shoot. I said, okay. I said, it cost me $20, almost $21. So I went to GameStop tonight and got my game. Went up and got my game that I pre-ordered and paid off, and got that said done. Went to Walmart, took it back, and got me. And by the way, I looked it up and see how you can kill these rats. Okay, I looked it up on Google. Of all things, I looked it up on Google, and they said peanut butter will kill mice and rats. It will gunk up their jaw. And enough to kill them. Didn't know that until I tried it. Also, if you got a pet rat or a pet mouse, don't do it. Also, so I went ahead and I said, well, what about what else can kill? I said, what about mothballs? You know, because somebody told me get mothballs. They'll help you out. They'll keep them they'll keep them out of your house. They'll leave your house and they'll never come back because they can't stand them. Well, I looked it up on Google, and it said exactly what that. It says squirrels, snakes, and mice and rats. It'll keep them out. They will not. They do not like that stuff, and it is poison to them. It is toxic to them. So I said, okay. I said, okay. Went ahead and I went to Walmart that day, and I went in to buy it, and he said, man, you don't want that mothballs in your house. I said, what is that? He said, you won't be able to breathe. He said, if you breathe it in, it'll mess with your brain. It'll mess with your brains. And it gives your house a really bad smell. And I still thinking about the whole time. I'm like, wait a minute here. Now, when I was a kid, my mom had that all over the house to keep the mouse from coming in. And it says on the box that also it keeps rats and mice out of your house. And I was like, and I talked to my mom about it, and after I bought it, she said, "Oh no, those things don't stink. Those things make you does make your house smell good, and it makes your house smell like it's really clean, And she said too, it will keep those rats out of your house. That's why your house. That's why even though you're clean, you keep your house cleaned. Those rats comes in your house because your house is even though you're trying to get yourself smelling better, you can't do it by yourself without those things, and that's why the rats keeps coming in your house because of that." So I went ahead and I went off and bought that stuff. Okay, I went off and bought some mothballs, and of course I also got a new movie today, and that's right, everyone. A new movie of The Predator. I rented it off of Netflix, and let me tell you something. 2 thumbs up, 5 stars, baby. I love that movie so much. I don't care what anybody says about that movie. It was awesome. The only flaw about the movie was the small predator got killed by the huge predator. That was the only flaw that was in that movie. But yeah, I went ahead and I put it all in my kitchen. I put some of it in my bedroom. I put a few of them inside this wall here, where in my front room. I put a few of them in here in my closet, and I got the rest of it put up in my kitchen. But yeah, let y'all know, I did get rid of that rat. And I fixed it to where the rats no longer come in my house again. Now, if y'all have, this is my advice to y'all, okay? If y'all have rats problems or you have mice problems, and you want to, and you can't stand them, and you don't have any other traps other than a big jar of peanut butter. Take that jar of peanut butter, put it in a little trap that you make. Doesn't matter how you make it, just make a trap, put it down, leave it alone, let them come and eat it, and eat all they want of it, and the next day I guarantee you won't see them anymore. In fact, how did I know? I had a rat in my house. Of all things, I was sitting here playing Kingdom Hearts 1, okay? And I was sitting here getting aggravated with the game. And all of a sudden, I heard something fall in my kitchen. I was like, what the heck? Walked in there and investigated. Couldn't figure out where it was coming from. And then the next thing you know, I thought I seen something run behind my my microwave, both of them. And so I moved that last one, and then all of a sudden it jumped off the counter and ran under, behind my refrigerator. That was the second time. That's the one I was talking about that I killed with peanut butter. And I don't have a cat in the house. Okay, I don't have a cat, but I'm fixing to get one. That changed my mind. I sit there and I was always telling y'all, I don't want a cat in my house. I don't want a cat in my house. Well, after I having that rat in my house, I'm getting a cat. Forget this. I don't care if I had to have a litter box. I don't care if I had to have food for it. I talked to my landlord and she said, well, if you don't have food for it, be it table scraps except for bones. You don't want to give it bones. And I said, well, no, I knew about that, you know. Oh, and by the way, yes, I want to tell everybody this too. If you're still kids, that is, okay? If you're still kids or if you're teenagers, do yourself a favor. It's always best to stay in school, okay? Stay in school till you graduate. I know you're going to go through hell, okay? You're going to go through heck with school, with your teachers, with the students, you know, but toughen it out and just toughen it out and stay in school until you graduate. Trust me, I know. How do I know about all this? Because I graduated back when I was going to school, and the only people that was treating me like shit, treating me like trash, treating me like garbage, is none other than my teachers. I had the worst teachers I have ever had in my school, and but I toughened through it. I was 18 years old when I graduated from school, and yes, they tried to keep me back. They tried to keep me in school until I'm 21. They were trying to force me in this thing. I told them, if I don't graduate by I'm 18 years old, I quit, and I'm not coming back. And so they sit there and talked to my mom about it, and she said, "What? He's 17 years old now, going on 18. He's old enough to make his own decision." And she's like, "Okay, what do you want to do?" And I said, "I want to graduate." I said, "If I don't graduate by when I turn 18 next year, and if I don't graduate out of here, I'm quitting." But I didn't. I toughened through it, everyone. I graduated from school, and that's what y'all should do too. Never quit. No, I don't care how tough it gets. Don't quit. But yeah, that's the reason why, everyone, I haven't been live streaming lately. Okay, almost throughout the whole week. It's because I had so much stuff I had to do. It ain't funny, and especially with my family problems that I had with having to bury my aunt. Yeah. But I want to sit here and personally say for tonight. Before I say anything like that, before I say this here, let me go ahead and tell y'all something, okay? I have on my new channel called Dragon Souls Midnight Release Day. If you have not checked it out yet, go and check that website and go check that YouTube channel out. There is a new Midnight Release Day unboxing of a game that I just got tonight. And if you want to know what game I got tonight and what game I'm going to be playing live streaming tomorrow this afternoon at 1 o'clock, since it's already almost 1:30 in the morning. Since it's almost 1:30 in the morning now, I will be back live streaming or try to tonight, this afternoon around 1 o'clock this afternoon, and tonight at 9 o'clock tonight, okay? for the new game, for this new game. Okay. Thank you all for watching, either live on stream or on demand. That's all I have to say. For those who are watching, for those who, I want to personally say thank you for those who are watching on stream tonight. Either if it's, I don't care if it's day in the daytime where you're at, nighttime where you're at, evening where you're at. Doesn't matter what time it is where you're at. Have a great day. Dragon Souls signing out. I am so tired. I am going to bed.